Hello and welcome to another episode of Grammar Pirate. Today we'll talk about the Italian language. Fact number 1. Approximately 85 million people speak Italian worldwide. So 63 million people in the world speak Italian as their first language and 22 million speak Italian as a second language. So it is around the 20th most spoken language in the world, and it's also the 4th most studied language in the world. Fact number 2. Italian dialects are dramatically different from one another. In Italy, there are many dialects, however the Italian standard is based on the Tuscan dialect. Interestingly, the variety of languages in Italy were all developed independently from Latin. For centuries, up until 1861, Italy was divided into a number of different states under foreign rule, where each had its own regional language. The most widely spoken regional dialect is Neapolitan, with over 5 million speakers, with strict grammatical rules and even strong similarities to Spanish and Catalan. However, there are many other regional dialects in Italian. Some of them are so different from each other that they are not mutually intelligible. In fact, some linguists have proposed that the Sicilian dialect should be classified as its own language, and that's why Italians use so many gestures. It is a quick way to understand each other. For convenience, scholars divide Italy into 3 large dialectal areas. First, the La Spezia-Rimini line separates the northern dialects from the central dialects. And second, the Roma-Ancona line separates the central dialects from the southern ones. Currently, the most important dialects are the Neapolitan, the Sicilian, the Venetian, the Lombard, and the Piedmontese. Fact number 3. Italian became standardized by Dante Alighieri. During the late Middle Ages, most poetry and literature was written in Latin, but Dante is best known for writing poems in the Tuscan dialect. Therefore, he helped position Tuscan Italian as the basis for the Italian spoken today. Dante was an Italian writer often called the father of the Italian language in the 14th century at the height of the Renaissance, when elite Italians began to adopt the Tuscan version spoken in and around Florence. Fact number 4. Standardized Italian spread thanks to television. By 1950, it was estimated that less than 20% of the Italian population spoke fluent Italian. So it means the standardized Tuscan dialect. And even today, many people feel more comfortable to using a local language or dialect. Approximately half of all Italians speak a regional dialect as a mother tongue. The introduction of the television, however, in the 1950s and 1960s played a vital role in the spread of standardized Italian and the subsequent displacement of local dialects and languages. In particular, a program entitled Non è mai troppo tardi, which means it's never too late, which aired on Rai 1 in the 1960s, taught an estimated 1.5 million illiterate people to read and write in Italian. Number 5. Italian was also the language of many former Italian colonies. During the colonization in the 19th century, Italian was a primary language in Libya, Eritrea, and Somalia. In Libya, Italian was widespread until Muammar Gaddafi decreed Arabic to be the sole language permitted in official communications and on road signs. In Eritrea, its usage is mostly limited to commerce, yet it made a lasting impact on Tigrinya, which is the country's main spoken language, due to the incorporation of numerous loanwords. Finally, in Somalia, it was the official language of administration and education until the Somali Civil War. Fact number 6. When looking at similarities in terms of vocabulary and pronunciation, Italian is considered one of the closest languages to Latin. This is because Latin was the official language of the Roman Empire and was used until the empire's dissolution in the 6th century, when vulgar versions replaced it and started to develop into the Romance languages we know today. It is also the closest to Latin of all the Romance languages, followed by Spanish, Romance, and Portuguese. Italian shares 89% lexical similarity with French, 87% with Catalan, and 82% with Spanish. Fact number 7. Italian is the official language of classical music. If you play an instrument or are familiar with music, you've probably come across classical music scores with terms like crescendo, soprano, alto, and tempo. This phenomenon is largely due to Italian music notation, which became popularized during the Renaissance and Baroque periods. Thus, Italian became more universal as the standard for music compositions, with many prominent composers at the time being Italian themselves. Thank you for watching today's video of Grammar Pirate. Please subscribe and leave a comment below. Thank you.